Hello. Boker Tov. I don't have a voice. My voice is gone.
You need a voice. You need a voice for Pesach. Or Sipur.
For Pesach. Yeah. So that's the time you do it quiet. Oi. Wow. Okay. Let's try and start something. וזה פירוש. יהיה אברהם?
כן.
ברוך השם. אוקיי. זה פירוש. We are in this paragraph that starts with what Rabbeinu brings from the Gemara, what Rabbi Bar Chana says. He had 15 stories, short stories, that each one is amazing by itself, and Rabbe Nachman explains these stories more or less. So all our Torah was a way to explain what Rabbi Bar Chana said. The name is Rabba, his name is Rabba, and he's the son of Chana. Yeah? This is Rabba Bar Chana. Haigala, the Matbali Shlit'a, the wave that drowns the ship, מתחזק קיצוציתא דנורא חיברתא ברשת. You can see a small fire, white fire on its head. ומכינן לה בעלבתא דחקיקא לאקיה אשר אקיה. And we hit this fire with a finish. Aman?
Yes.
And we hit this fire with a stick that is written on it names of Hashem. Eke Asher Eke. This is what is written here. But in the Gemara it says Eke Asher Eke Hashem Tzvakot, and more names on this stick. Okay, just a minute. I'll bring this. It's going to finish.
Is that you, Avram?
Okay.
He was about to bring his charger. Okay. Right. Wait 1 minute.
Well, maybe what they were doing with I see that my I'm going to do it with your Is that? Is with you?
Yeah, you can hear me, Avram?
Yes, it's fine, yes.
So let's put your...
Okay. Here.
Yeah. Okay. You're here?
Yes.
Okay. So, this wave that drowns the ship down, so the wave is the Yetzer Hara. That's how Rabbeinu explained it. This wave is the Yetzer Hara, the Matbal Sphina. So Sphina, in Hebrew, when you say Sphina, the sound is like Safun, and Safun is hidden, like when you hide a treasure. So this is Sphina. So this is the Chen and the Chashivut that we spoke about it all the time. Yeah, the grace and the importance of Israel. Because the Yetzer Hara wants to drown and to pull down the grace and the importance of Israel. Wow. ומתחזק, כי תצית לנוח חיברת דרש... Yeah. And you see white fire on its head. Of the Yetzer Hara, you see white fire.
It's disguise.
What?
It's a disguise.
It's a disguise, yeah. Because the Yetzer Hara, he hides himself in the mitzvahs. And it's a disguise, you know, he hides himself. In Hebrew, you say he dresses himself. Yeah? So, all the world is a dress of Hashem. You know, like we explained it. That the light of Hashem itself, you cannot see. Yeah? And the light of Hashem, you also cannot see. It has to be dressed in covers. And another cover, and another cover, another cover. Like when the moon covers the sun and you want to see it, you take black glasses because you cannot look at the sun. Yeah? So like this, all the world is a cover to the light of Hashem. So the one that wants to undress this cover and look and see how Hashem runs this world and leads this world and leads him, so he can do it. But the one that doesn't want, that wants to stay with his own wishes, so he doesn't do it. So he stays with his own wishes. What does it mean? We said the Yetzer Hara. We learn here about the Yetzer Hara again. So when we learn about the Yetzer Hara, we called him an old stupid king. And we said why he is old? Because he comes to the man before the Yetzer Tov, before the good Yetzer comes in. Yeah? What does it mean? It means that when a man is born, he's like an animal. Yeah? He has the same instincts like an animal. You know, he nobody taught him how to eat, but he can eat. So he has instincts. This is the part of the Yetzer Hara, you know, and he wants whatever he sees. He wants. It's normal. It's a normal instinct that the man wants whatever he sees. You know, only when he's 13 years old, so the Yetzer Tov come in and says hello. And why we call him a king? Because he rules the body and the low soul of the man. There's the higher soul and the low soul. So this is what he rules, and the body listens to him more than he listens to the good side. So, but when you're getting older and you go into the mitzvahs and you start doing mitzvahs, you know, and now the Yetzer Hara wants to pull you away from the mitzvahs. So he has to tell you, listen, what you do is a big mitzvah. You know, like when there's two guys arguing. So it's a big mitzvah to join one of them. And to help him, you know, fight the other one and kill him, you know. If you kill him with your hands or you kill him with your mouth, you do the same job. It's a big mitzvah, you know. And all kind of mitzvah that takes you away from the truth. Also, you know, when you see, it doesn't have to be in the mitzvahs, you know, or in all the nations, you know, they have some rules. Some of the rules are good. Some of the things people do, it's good, you know. So, and some is very bad, yeah. But we say it depends where does it come from, yeah. Even when we have one of the rules of the Torah that is just like the rules of the nations, yeah, we cannot go to the court of the nations. Why? Because it's not the good. The good is only when it comes from the Torah, from the Jewish law. Yeah, even if so. The same with myself. When I look in myself, you know, from what point in my soul do I do these things? Yeah? When I go to do a mitzvah, I have a car and someone wants a ride. Yeah? And I stop for this. Why do I stop? Because I want to help him? Or because I'm so tired and I need someone to speak to? So I take this guy. Why do I stop? From where does it come? So to stop and take him is a good thing. Even if I do it for myself, it's a good thing. But if I know that I'm doing it for myself, so I know I can get better in my doing. I can do things in a better way. I can do it in a better meaning. You know, not only the mindset is good. Not only what I do is a good thing, but the way I think about what I do, the way I feel about what I do, is also supposed to be good. Yeah. So even though that you see a white fire, you know, you have to be careful because Rabbeinu says it's a malach, but it's not a good malach. Like Lavan in the Torah was called Lavan. He was called white. That was his name, white. Yeah, but he was not white at all. You know, what he did was very bad. But this is what was his name. You know, I knew about one of the criminals in Europe that was called the Angel.
Yeah, right.
He was called the Angel.
Right.
Yeah, and he was a very heavy criminal.
Malach HaMavet.
Yeah, it was Malach HaMavet. Yeah, so we have to be careful, you know, to look, even when someone pulls us to, or my heart is pulling me to do something, and it looks like a mitzvah.
How do you know?
That's why we go to the Sadeh. That's why Rabbeinu gave us the Hitbodedut. That we go out and we speak to Hashem. What I'm doing, and this is one. And second is, you know, that we come to it here, you know, that we said already before, you know, we said that we have to דע, כי על ידי התורה מתקבלים כל התפילות וכל הבקשות שאנו מבקשים פללים. You know, by learning Torah, all our prayers and our asking that we ask from everyone are being received. You know, so I learn Torah and still I'm not accepted, you know. Not all my tefillas and all what I ask from Hashem or from other people, they are not being accepted. So I learn Torah or I don't learn Torah. I do learn, but we learn that we have to learn it bekoach. Torah bekoach. We have to learn it with all the power. So maybe I don't put enough power in the way that I learn. Yeah, I don't learn good enough. Maybe I learn to this white angel with his ideas and with his things. So I can see I'm not there. If I'm not there, so I'm still going after this white angel, but still he's a bad angel.
Or maybe Hashem is giving your request to someone else.
My request, maybe. No, at least Abraham should be rich already from my prayers. Amen. And this malach, how do we hit him? We hit him with a stick that has names on it. Yeah, holy names. היינו שעיקר הכנעתו של היצר הרע הוא על ידי התורה שהיא כולה שמותיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא. The main way to
defeat
this malach is by the Torah. Why? Because all the Torah is the names of Hashem. So we don't see really how it is, but we believe that it is like this. If you put together all the words of the Torah and you divide it in a different way that is divided now, you see that it's all names of Hashem. But why do you need the names of Hashem? Because each one of us, my neshama, my higher soul is part of Hashem. And my name is the name of Hashem. It's part of the name of Hashem. So when I connect myself to the Torah in the way of learning the names of Hashem, I connect my neshama to Hashem. So then I'm on the point. I'm there, then I'm with Hashem really. And then, anyway, he falls down. He's being defeated because he's connected also to these names, but from the other side of the names. So he separates away from his straight away. That's the name of Hashem. And the Torah Yibchinat Vav. And the Torah is like the letter Vav. Ki Luchot orkan Vav, orchban Vav. The Luchot haBrit, Moshe Rabbeinu came down with the Luchot haBrit. It's our parsha today. Yeah. So they are on the length is Vav is 6 tfachim, and the length and
the width of length.
The Vav. And Vav looks like a stick. The letter Vav is like this. It's like a stick. So if it's like a stick, I hit the Yetzer Hara with this stick, but all this stick has the names of Hashem. And here it says, like you take, when someone is crazy. So what do? You hit him, and if it doesn't help, you put a
straight jacket on.
A straight jacket. No, a straight jacket is.
No, straight jacket.
Straight jacket is like a stick. It's part of the stick.
Oh, okay.
But you put you put
an amulet.
Amulet, yeah, amulet with names of Hashem on him to help him. So the Torah has these two powers. One is a stick, and one It's the holy names like an amulet. But here really, Rabbeinu takes an example to explain us the Torah, but really it comes to the opposite. That the example is being explained, but by our Torah. Yeah, because the names, like we said, the names of Hashem is the root of our soul. So when I connect myself to the Torah, I connect to the root of our soul, to the root of all the world. All the world is connected to the Torah, to Hashem. So when I connect myself to the Torah, I'm on my right place. And all the world is on his right place. So I see the world on the right way. So we have to explain a little bit, what does it mean, a crazy man? What does it mean, someone that is crazy? That he's not normal. What does it mean, normal? What is a norma? Norma is a amount per time. Yeah, like when you carry things off of the boat, for example. Yeah, there's the man that take off all the. So it takes them some time to take this amount of goods that the boat that was on this boat. Yeah, so let's say it takes an hour to bring down 2 tons. This is the normal. This is a normal work.
Right.
Yeah, okay. A lawyer has a normal time for such a work. A doctor has a normal time for such a work. In the garage, they have every time they have no. If you go lower than the normal or higher than this, so it's not normal. This one is very fast. This one is very slow. If you go very far, so you are considered as a crazy man. But, it's a little bit strange when you think, that a doctor and the guy that cleans the streets has the same level of being normal, It doesn't have to do anything with your job, with your intelligence, with if you are poor, if you are rich, if you are Jewish, if you are not Jewish, It's to be crazy or not, it's something else. But who decided? Who was the one that decided that this is normal and this is not? Yeah, maybe it's normal to go on the street with a knife and kill people. Maybe it's normal. Who said it's not?
It's a very good question.
Yeah. Who said what is the normal, what is not normal? So first of all, we have the nature. Yeah, we see what is the normal nature of human being. Yeah, most human being. The most human being behave like this. The
rove.
Yeah. They behave in a way. So this is the behavior of a human being. Like I look at a lion. A normal lion behaves in this way. A not normal lion behaves different. Yeah? He's out of the normal. But the real normal, is what the Torah said is the normal. So when the Torah describes not normal guy, that he loses what he was given. Yeah, like I gave him $100. He doesn't know how to take care of it. He loses it. What people think has a value.
It's worth it.
He doesn't see this value. Okay. So if we go by this idea, so all the world is not normal, because the main value is
Torah.
to know Hashem, to know that we have here a leader in this world. That the world is not what you see in your eyes, it's only a cover for the leader that leads this world. Yeah, so most of the world is not normal.
Yeah, all the world, when Avraham Avinu was here, the whole world was not normal when Avraham Avinu was here.
Yeah, like you said, all the world looked at Avraham Avinu like he's not normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going around and shouting, there's one God in the...
Right.
But they used to have one God for the morning, one for the afternoon, one for the evening. Each time, something else. So this is the normal, the idea of being crazy or not crazy is, can you hold what you receive? You know, like now it was Purim, and we're going over towards Pesach. And on Purim is the time of receiving the Torah. Yeah? So we receive the Torah. Can we hold it? On the time on Shavuos, when Israel received the Torah, straight away, what did they do? They did the Egel. They couldn't hold what they got. Yeah, and Rabbi Nachman said, Rabbi Nachman said after one time that all the Hasidim came over after Rabbeinu was not here already, they came over to Rabbi Nachman. So it was a very high day, and they felt, like in the sky, they really received the Torah. So Rabbi Nachman told them, be careful not to lose the Torah, like Israel lose the Torah right after they received it. So each one of us, like we have a shir, we receive the Torah. We try to understand the Torah. What do we do 1 minute later? What do we do 1 minute later? We try to hold what we received. Oh, we said, okay, it was nice, we had a nice time, we had a nice hour, we heard nice ideas, and okay, goodbye. So we behave like what is by the Torah is crazy, is not normal.
It's worthless, right?
Yeah? Because we have to give the right value to everything we do. So the main thing is, that we do the mitzvahs by doing it. First of all, I do the mitzvah. What is the mitzvah? For example, I learn Torah. I do the mitzvah. The mitzvah has the meaning, of together. Mitzvah is being together, and mitzvah is to put two things together. So I put myself together with Hashem by doing the mitzvahs, by tefillin, by davening, by learning Torah, by keeping Shabbos, by keeping Pesach, Purim. All the mitzvahs that we do is keeping us together with Hashem Yitbarach, and keeping us together with ourselves. Yeah. And now, if we give the right value to the mitzvah, and we understand that every mitzvah is
worth all the money in the world.
It's worth all the money in the world. Yeah, this is what we really understand. Money. That's what really we understand. And it's a wrong understanding. Because when the tzaddik is here, he knows he has all the money he needs. He has all like an animal. An animal is born. She's not worried about money. She eats what she eats now, and that's it. Right. When she has had enough to eat, you look at the lion. He was fed in there. He lies over in his back, rolls around, plays with his family, and that's it. He doesn't think about the next meal. even that the cows and whatever goes walk by him, you know. He looks at them, okay, have a good day.
Okay,
you know, I had enough, you know. He doesn't think now I have to go and grab them and put them at the side and keep it for bad time, you know. He had enough. But we don't look at it like this. We don't more and more and more. I have enough. I have what I have today. You know, the Gemara said, whoever has the food for today and worries about tomorrow, he doesn't have. He has a lack in emunah. You know, lack in emunah. You know, I'm a great believer. You know, I'm davening and I'm learning and no, if I think about tomorrow, what I'm going to eat tomorrow, I have a problem. If I think about how do I pay my electric bill, you know, I have a lack in the Muna. So we are not normal. In the way that we live now, we are not normal. But how can we get there? You know, by doing the mitzvah. When I do the mitzvah, I do more and more, I get closer to Hashem. And there are these times, all the times in the year, all the times in the day, that I feel that I'm close to Hashem. So these times, I have to feel the value of these times and try to remember these times. You know, like in Purim. What made me happy in Purim? That I thought that the biggest gift that Hashem gave us is the Gehenna. Why it's the biggest gift? Because in every competition you have the golden medal and the silver medal and the third bronze medal. That's it. All the rest, all these guys that came over, yeah, okay, they went back home. But once you go into the Torah and the mitzvahs, I'm going to get the prize. How? Because this is a Gehenna. You know, so I made some mitzvahs, I made some avayas, you know, well, I didn't do good enough. You go into the Gehenna, you get yourself cleaned, and you go to Gan Eden, and you get your medal. So this is the happiest thing, the biggest chesed, the biggest charity Hashem did, that He created the Gehenna.
Yeah.
So it's the same with all what we feel like suffering in this world. Yeah? Because every time that we feel that we're suffering, it cleans all the barriers. But if we look at it in this way, yeah, so we open our eyes and we look at the sechel that there is there, you know, it's a chesed. Now, what kind of a chesed is it, you know? This man is a very poor man. He suffers all his life. And he's dancing in the streets, you know, like, you know, he says, yes, I'm suffering all my life, but I'm going to get the golden medal in the end. So it's worth it. So I know I'm not crazy. I'm holding what Hashem gives me, the present Hashem gives me, I'm holding. You know, I take it with two hands. So you're never angry on anyone. You're never uptight. You never wait for tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I get the money that I need. You know, I have now what I have. You know, Shabbos is coming. I have what to eat on Shabbos. Thank you very much. Goodbye. You know, but you know, you have to pay your electricity bill. You have to pay your kids in school. You're right. You know, but I don't have any power in this world. It's not like someone you know picks up his hand and says, you know, Hashem, everything is on you. You do what you do. Really, you can say it. If you really feel it, you can say it, and you'll be successful. You know, but each one has to know himself. You know, I do my ishtadlus. But what does it mean, ishtadlus? Ishtadlus is not working 12 hours a day. It's doing what I can do at this time. If I have a 4 hours job, so I do this job and that's it. You know? If I know that I work 4 hours and all the rest of the time, really I'm learning and davening, so these 4 hours is enough. But if I know I don't have this power to fill my day, you know, not just now one of the members of the Badat in Yerushalayim passed away, and he used to work in the bank. He was working in the bank 8 hours a day, yeah, and he learned 10 hours a day after work. And he was a genius. So the head of the Badat came over to him and told him, listen, I want you to be a member of the Badat. So he says to him, I have to marry off my kids. And I don't want to ask people's help. So when I finish marrying off my kids, I go to I will come and be one of the members. And this is how he did, you know. When he finished marrying off his kids, he left the job and so he had the power to hold both sides, you know, to go to work and to learn, you know. Other people don't have this power. Yeah, so but if they go and they learn all the 18 hours a day, okay, you can do, and they have enough parnasa, you know. They don't have a lot of parnasa, but they have enough. They get enough, they live, they need help to marry off their kids and all this way that it goes, but it goes, yeah, and they have a good life. But from the other side, the man that goes to work and learn whatever he can learn, he holds, okay, but to know the value of everything that I do, this is the point. In brackets, you know, he had a chavusa, also a very genius guy, but he didn't go to work. His chavusa didn't move out of his room, you know. Only went to daven and came back to his room. That's all. And they promised each other that the one that will pass away first, you know, after he goes to his judgment, he will come to his friend and tell him what's happening up there. So he came over and told him, you know, I cannot tell you everything what's happening there, but I can tell you 3 things. One, every chesed, every small charity that you do here in this world, the value of the charity is unbelievable. You don't understand the value of every small charity. You know, there's a story of the same story that the wife of a Gaon Vilna had a friend, you know, that they used to raise charity together for poor people, and she passed over. And she came and told her the value of the charity up there. And she told her a story like this. One time, I wanted to go and raise charity, but you couldn't come. So when we were walking on the street, I saw you on the other side of the street. So I waved to you that you stop a minute and wait for me that we go together, you know. For this, the salary, the payment I get from this wave, you cannot imagine. It's not the charity himself. It's before she's getting prepared to do the charity. The reward she gets from this, you cannot explain. The second, he says, you know, there's a saying in the Gemara that whoever is high in this world is low in the other world, and whoever is low in this world is high in the other world. So what does it mean? It means, you know, there are people that holding all kind of important positions, you know, the important positions here doesn't say anything there, you know. And he said, you know, there are people that we saw on the street every day, and they were just, you know, we thought, simple people, okay, he's a good Jew, but that's it, yeah. And there, when we see them up there, you don't understand who is this man, you know? How come he got so high? So, you know, these two things. How come he got so high? Because he had the right value for life. He wasn't crazy. You know, the moment he had time, he grabbed the Torah, he grabbed the mitzvahs, he grabbed the tefillah. So, what, you know, if you hold your value, you are normal. If you are normal, you get your right place. Who is normal? A doctor can be the same like the guy that cleans the street. No, the doctor, he got a present, you know, I think I told you this story. The third thing, you know, what we said, the value of chesed, the value of the people. What was the third thing? I don't remember.
Learning Torah?
No. No, you know, it's learning Torah is a way to get to. But this is what I you know, like we say a normal on the world, we say normal doesn't have to do anything with your intelligence or your position, yeah. But really, you know, if you think about it, you know, a doctor, he got the talent from Hashem. When you have some talents, you know, you got it from Hashem. So your seichel, you know, it's a talent. So the one that is cleaning the street, you know, so his mental talents are lower than the doctor. So the level for him to be normal is different than the doctor. So when we look at the Torah's level, you know, holding what is precious, so when this guy that is cleaning the street understands that this is the truth, this understanding has much value than the doctor, because the doctor has to be like this, you know, he has to catch everything. Doctor, lawyer, whatever, you know, the high intelligence people, you know, the ones that get a bigger salary, yeah, they get big money, they get honor. Okay, you get honor, but it's not for free. This honor, you have to pay a lot. You have to pay, and if you don't go on the right way, you're the really crazy people of the world. Because you have the talent to know the truth. And this guy, this small guy, doesn't have it. So if he caught the truth and the right value of life, so when you go up there, he's far, far higher than where you are. It's amazing, it's really amazing. So this is what Rabbeinu gave us. Rabbeinu gave us the chance to bring our talent higher than what they are in nature. You know, like I got talent, you know, intelligence in let's say 10 grade, like the 10th grade, yeah. But if I go to the Sadeh and I look on myself and I see the truth, you know, where I am, you know, this is good and this is bad and this is good and this is bad. I just see it, you know, in the field. What I can do is see it. Look at the Yetzer Hara, look at this white angel and tell him, listen, I see that you are a white angel, but I see that you are a bad angel. I cannot defeat him by seeing him. But when I learn Torah after, then I can defeat him. But if I just learn Torah, so it's like you're going to fight an enemy, and you don't see the enemy. You just shoot. I know he's there somewhere. I just shoot.
Right.
I have a chance to
Kill him.
kill him, but it's only a chance. But when I see him and I shoot,
You're going to get him.
I have a much higher chance to hit him and to kill him. Yeah. So this is the work of going to the Sadeh and seeing. I see the Yetzirah, I see this white bad angel. Yeah. Now I see him. Now I take the Torah and I shoot. You know, I have the chance to kill him. You know, and to get free. And for sure, you know, if you have a kopale,
Yeah.
if you have big talent, big intelligence, it's easier for you. It's much easier for you to understand. Okay, now I have this problem. I go and work on this problem, and you work, and you are a tidy man, an intelligent man, and you do the job. But if you are a simple man, so even when you see him and you understand it, you have to learn Torah. You don't have the talent to do it, you know. But when the point is, you know, the effort. How much effort do I put in it? Because, you know, like the mitzvah worth all the money in the world, okay? So now they tell me, listen, all the money in the world, let's say $2 million, you know, now they had they robbed diamonds for millions of dollars, you know. They worked for it for years until they came to the point how to do it. But to me, they tell this treasure is on the Everest. Okay, I'm going to the Everest and I start climbing. Whatever they tell me, you know, there is the money, and I have an estimation that okay, I can do it. I go and do it. Do you do the same with the Torah, with the mitzvahs? I have the estimation I can do it. Yeah, you go and do it. Okay, so you wait one time, and I say, yeah, I'm going to do it for sure. You know, I understand the value. I'm going to do it. Okay, you go, Mr. Big Man. You know, you go, you fight and you fight and you fight. Listen, you know, I learned all the halachas, I learned all the shas, I learned the Kabbalah, I learned Rabbeinu, and look at me, you know, I'm still the same. I still have the Yetzirah, he's still pulling me down. So let's, how do you say, surrender. Yeah, I surrender, I pick my hands up, you know, I surrender, I tried for 5 years, I had enough. If you had enough, so you don't understand the value. Yeah, because, you know, like in Israel, in the state of Israel now, how it is, how many wars we had, how many fights, how many people were killed, you know. So we surrender. We cannot do it. All the Jewish all around the world, you know, how many bad times they had. So you can surrender. You say, okay, I'm not going to be a Jew. You don't have any other choice. You have to keep on fighting. But if you understand, you know, the value of fighting here in Eretz Israel, what is the value? It's the life of all the people that live here. So it's a very high value. I cannot raise my hand. So who is the people that live here? I am one of them. So my life is very important, you know, high valued, yeah, millions and millions and millions, yeah. not millions. It's the life of other people that were killed here. So as a Jew, my life is worth of all the Jews that were killed in all the days, in the past, in the history.
Wow.
That this is my value.
Wow.
So you want to raise your hand? Say, no, I surrender. Now they made the fight for you, that you can be a Jewish, and you can hold the mitzvahs, and you can learn Torah. Now you have to give the fight for the generation to come, that they will be able to keep the Judaism. They will be able to make mitzvahs. This is your fight. So if you look at it like this, it gives you power. Ay. יישר כוח, yeah. This is the main thing, what Rabbe Nachman, Rabbe said, I can do a book of halacha that will be the same halacha for all the Jews. No more Sfaradim, Ashkenazim, Hasidim, Lita'im, nothing. Everybody will accept this book. Or do this book, the Likutei Moharan. And he did the Likutei Moharan. Why? The Likutei Moharan is not an halachic book. Yeah? So why did he do it? So Rabbi Nachman, in his book Likutei Luchot, yeah, that is going by the Shulchan Aruch and shows every halacha how it connects with very high understandings. He gives us the power to do. So if he would write a book that is a very good book, but you don't give me the power to do it, so what good does it do? You know, I have the Sefer Torah, I have all the halachic books, but I don't have the power to do them. Why? Because my will is low. Yeah, like maybe I'll say like this. You know, there's nothing that can stop the will. Someone that wants something very much, he will get to it. It will take him time, it will take him effort, but he will get to it. Why? Because the time and the effort has no value in comparison for the thing he wants. I want money. I'm willing to work 12 hours a day in the mud, in the dirt, in the cold, in the heat, wherever, you know, like the rush for the gold in America. People did everything, and still people are doing everything to get money. You know, they're killing, they're shooting, they're robbing, they do everything to get the money. Why? Because they have the will. And the will is clear for them. So this is what this book is doing. This book is making the will to be clear. What I want is clear. I want gold. I want gold. I want my soul to shine like the sun, like the gold, like whatever I understand that is shining. That's how I want my soul to be. But it's very dirty. You are very far from the... Okay. So it will take me more time. Rabbeinu finished it in 38 years, and I will finish it in 98 years. Yeah? But this is what I want to do. So you start, and you fall again, and you start again, and you fall again, but I'm on the way. I'm going to get it in the end. Yeah? But you don't have the sechel, you know, you're not like this... You know, these genius guys, you know, that they read and they remember and they take everything. Yeah, okay, but these genius guys, yeah, that they read and remember and understand everything and know how to connect everything, they have their own problems. And the normal level for them is different altogether than the normal level for me. Yeah, like someone that digs the sand with his hand, he can do much less than one that goes with a tractor. Yeah. So there are tractors, or big, masait carriers. Yeah, and I am small, but to know who is big and who is small, it's only there. The one that is low is high because he gave all his effort. And the one that is high is low because he didn't give all his effort. Because this is what we have. We have the will and the effort to go to the target where we have to go. And this is what gives us, the chance and the power to do things. Because I'm not comparing myself not to Gaon Mivilna and not to a Baal Shem Tov, and I compare myself to myself. I go to the Sadeh, how do I do, or how did I do today? And how I'm going to do tomorrow, or the next day. What I am going to do, what effort I am going to give, what fight that I'm going to give. I'm going to fight against Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, yeah, I'm going to fight against him. How can you fight against him? He's going to kill you in 1 minute. Yeah? Okay. He's going to kill me in 1 minute, but I'm going to give the fight. Well, you won't even touch him. I will go into the stage.
The ring?
Into the ring, yeah? I will make my hands, into two fists, and boom, get one in my face and fall down. Okay, I did what I can do. Tomorrow I have to do it again. Okay, I'll do it again. And again and again and again. And I won't do anything. I just go into the ring, hold my hands like this, and get one in the face, and that's it. Okay, this is what I can do. Yeah? It's the same here, What can I do? I sit in front of the book, I read it again and again and again and again and again and again. Like I told you, he promised whoever does it 101 times remembers it 100%. I did it right there 202 times, and I don't remember it. Okay, it doesn't make any difference. You do what you have to do, what I can do, not what he can do. And no one is judging you like this. Okay. Okay. And yeah, this is why Yaakov Avinu, he's the Secher. Here, Yaakov Avinu is the Secher. But Yaakov Avinu is called Ishtam. Yeah? How come? From one side he's the Secher, from one side he's Tam. He's like simple. Yeah? Because doing the mitzvahs is simple. It's written to you what to do. Shabbos, you know how to keep Shabbos. That's it. You don't have to be a big head for it. You do what you have to do. But from the other side, yeah, whatever you can put your head inside and look at it, you have to do it. So wherever he can look, so he looks. Whatever I can look, again coming to Muhammad Ali gave me a punch over. It took me 2 weeks to come back into life. Yeah? But when I come back into life, what happened here? Like after Purim. After Purim is very hard time. Yeah? After Purim. Why? Where did Purim go? What did I do on Purim? What did I receive on Purim? So you're all mixed up, Now is the time to hold yourself. Yeah? Or someone has someone that is sick in his family. Yeah? Or he lost money. Or whatever problem he had. Okay. Now how you look at life. Or for the other side, which is much harder, Someone won the lottery. Okay, what Hashem wants from me with this lottery? Do you remember Hashem now? It's much harder than when you it's much harder when you win the money than when you lose the money. When you lose the money, Okay? You look up to Hashem, says to him, please help me. But when you have the money, do you give it away? Do you make charity with it? It's much harder, because you think, what's going to be tomorrow? You go, nah, listen, I cannot, I'm earning only, let's say, 10,000 shekel a month. I must put 1,000 shekel away for the old times. No, you have to take 1,000 shekel away for charity, for Maisa, and then start giving charity from the 9 that is left. So what I will have to use a little bit less than what you want to do to use. It's a very hard job to do. Okay, so this is the crazy guy that you put names on it and you hit him. So we learned the meaning of the names. The names is giving strength to the will. Learning Torah is giving strength to the will. When you learn this Torah, even more. Yeah? And when you go to the Sadeh with it, you go to the field, you go, in any way that you can sit by yourself for an hour and look at your life, yeah, it's stronger. The meaning of the Torah being a stick, is when you learn what you have to do, and you see that you don't do what you have to do. So this is the meaning of the stick, that he hits you. And so if you're lucky, you get hit on life. If you are not lucky, you will be hit in the Gehenna. But if we are lucky, we get all the punishment here in this life, in any kind of ways, because a punishment is when a man wanted to give charity 1 shekel, and he put his hand into his pocket, and he came out with half a shekel, or 2 shekel. This is already a punishment. When you wanted to do something and it didn't go for you, that's already a punishment. And even a small punishment is a big punishment in comparison to where we go. So just accept everything. Every time that it doesn't go to you like you wanted it to go, you have to say, thank you, Hashem. Thank you. Thank you, Hashem, for everything you're doing. Thank you. This is the Gehenna. Thank you for the Gehenna. Because now I'm going to get my golden medal. Okay. Shakoyach.
Shalom.
Abraham? Shakoyach.